Isang masayang pagbati na may ngiti sa aking mga labi. Naghahanap ba kayo ng makakatuwang sa pagre-review ng inyong anak? Meron yan sa DepEd. Ang ETUlay online tutorial ay libre at handog ng ating kagawaran sa pangunguna ng OUA ICTS EdTech. Ito ay isang proyektong makatutulong sa mga mag-aaral, katuwang ang mga magulang o kasama sa kani-kanilang tahanan para masagutan at maunawaan ang mga modules. Hangad din ng programang ETUlay ang matulungan ang ating mga guro sa kanilang mga blended learning classes. Ang ating ETUlay ay mula kinder hanggang senior high school. Bukod sa academics, meron din tayong mga special programs gaya ng All is Wellness, Reading and Math Remediation, Storytelling, Mommy Tech Talks, Classes sa Gramatika, Speech Class, Financial Literacy, at marami pang iba. Pinalawig din ng ETUlay ang ating Alive program para sa mga mag-aaral mula grade 1 hanggang grade 3. Gayun din ay mayroon tayong ALS program at SPED tutorials na makasisigurong makakamit ng lahat ang inclusive education. May SPED hotline na rin para sa inyong mga katanungan patungkol sa special education. Kaya, subaybayan mula Lunes hanggang Biyernes, mula 9:00 ng umaga hanggang 7:00 ng gabi ang ating ETUlay. Sa ating pagtutulungan, maiaangat natin ang bawat isa. Ating itutulay ang pagkatuto upang di mapigil ang pag-aaral ng kabataang Pilipino. Itulay natin ito, sulong edukalidad.
Mabuhay! Good day to all! I am your tutor Madge. Welcome to ETUlay, a free online tutorial, an initiative of the Department of Education, Information and Communications Technology Service, Educational Technology Unit, ICTS EdTech. This program is aimed at helping and assisting learners from kindergarten, senior high school, ALS, Alive, and SPED learners. Aside from answering the modules, the ETUlay is offering programs which you will surely look forward to. Together with our parents and teachers, the ETUlay will bridge the gaps where difficulty and ease meet in learning new knowledge and skills. So, let us prepare our modules, pen and paper. Ready your mind to see and hear worthwhile and interesting lessons. Let us now study and learn, together with our volunteer online tutors. Tara na!
Hello mga ka-ETUlay! Good morning sa inyong lahat mula Luzon hanggang Mindanao, pati na rin sa buong mundo dahil ang DepEd ETU ay #ETUlay Level Up na. We still have episodes na tiyak kagigiliwan ninyo mga kids dahil may mga inihandang mga sorpresa ang inyong mga tutors. At dahil level up na, bukod sa mga live episodes, mapapanood nyo rin ang inyong mga paboritong tutors sa TV, sa channel IBC 13.
Ang ating Math Remediation program from grade 4 to grade 6 ay makakasama ninyo kaming mga math sayahit, math kakandang tutors every Wednesday, 10:30 to 11 a.m.
All the way to the land of Lapu-Lapu, kasama natin si Tutor Mel.
Good morning, kids! And of course, mula naman sa lugar ng sikat na bamboo organ in Las Piñas, si Tutor Tolen. Good morning, Tutor Tolen.
Good morning, Beshi.
Yes, good morning.
You can watch us live here at our FB pages, DepEd EdTech Unit and DepEd Tayo.
Yes, you can also watch us simultaneously and has a replay in our YouTube channels, DepEd EdTech Unit, DepEd Philippines, and DepEd TV. At dahil talagang hashtag ETUlay level up na talaga tayo, we also have our DepEd ETUlay Facebook page and YouTube channel. You may scan these codes for your wonderful DepEd ETUlay experience.
Yes, what are you waiting for, kids, parents, guardians, and teachers? Do support us by clicking the subscribe button, notification bell for updates, and you will surely learn from all our DepEd ETUlay online tutorial episodes, from kinder to senior high school in all subjects.
Yes, and we are also happy to tell you kids because DepEd ETUlay Facebook group has now 72,100 members and counting. So do follow, like, and be a member too para updated ka sa mga bagong episodes dahil talagang hashtag level up na ang DepEd ETUlay.
Kaya
Yay!
nakakatuwa at nakakataba ng puso talaga ang pagsubaybay ninyo, mga kids. Okay, kung handa na ang lahat, i-ready na ang lapis at papel at tayo ng mat-aral, matuto at mat-enjoy.
Yes, and our math remediation lesson for this week is all about solving simple equation involving more operations.
At the end of our tutorial, you will be able to solve for the unknown value in simple equations involving more operations on whole numbers and fractions.
Yes, but before that, Tutor Tolan, let's have a review first of our past lesson. So last week, Tutor
Okay.
Tolan, yes, we taught the kids to solve simple equations involving only one operation. All right. So, ito
Uy, may
Tutor
pa-clouds
Tolen.
ulit, ah.
Oo, yes. And, kids, naaalala ba niyo ito? Which are equations? Okay, so we have four examples sa clouds. 4d minus 8 is equal to negative 2d. X plus y. A minus 1 is equal to 9. And 2x plus 2 is equal to 10. Tutor Tolen, paano ba natin malalaman kung ito ay mga equations?
From the word itself, tutor Mel, syempre kailangan may equal sign. So an equation is a sentence in mathematics that contains an equal sign. The equal sign tells you that the expression on the left is equivalent to the expression on the right.
Okay, napakadali lang pala kids. So, balikan natin yung question kanina. Which are equations? Right?
Yes.
Yes. Tama kids. There are three mathematical sentences that contains the equal sign. Ibig sabihin, expression on the left is equal to expression on the right. So we have 4d minus 8 is equal to negative 2d. A minus 1 is equal to 9. And 2x plus 2 is equal to 10. But we have to prove if these are true. Now, Tututolen, ano ba yung mga steps? How are we going to solve an equation?
Yan. So, Tutor Mel, there are different steps to follow in solving your equation. But first, let's get to know the meaning of the letters and numbers in our equation. So, the variable or the unknown value is represented by a letter, which may take an on different values. So, any letters in the alphabet, pwede A to Z. Pwede niyong gamitin as your variable. Then we
Tama.
also have, Tutor Mel, we also have,
Yes, we also have constant. Now, pag sinabi natin constant, it's a fixed value and it does not change. Alright?
yan.
Meron rin tayong tinatawag na solution of an equation, kids. Ito yung number that makes the mathematical statements true.
So yan yung hinahanap natin, di ba, Tutor Mel?
Yes, correct, Tutor
And
Tolen.
we also use inverse operations when we are solving equation. So, ang opposite ng addition or plus sign is minus or difference. And then, multiplication, ang kanyang opposite operation is the division.
Yes. All right. So, kids, now we are going to recall um, how to solve an equation using models. So, the first example that we gave you is x plus 3 is equal to 7. So, using models, alam natin that the x is the variable o yung hinahanap natin. Alright? So, we will be representing x with a glass o parang cylinder. Okay? Right? So, yung constant natin, yung numbers natin, re-represent natin ng triangles yung 3. And then, on the other side of the equation, we have 7 triangles. So, makikita natin dito, kids, that we have a glass and 3 triangles is equal to 7 triangles. So, magkano kaya ang value ng ating glass o yung cylinder natin? So, yun yung hinahanap natin. Alright? So, ang gagawin nyo lang, Glessy, Nathan, is to remove the same number of triangles from each side of the box until the glass o yung cylinder is by itself on one side. So we are going to subtract 3 on the left side and at the same time subtract 3 on the right side. Okay? So this will be canceled out. What remains is x is equal to 7 minus 3. All right? And therefore, we know that x is equal to 4. Now, don't forget, kids, you always have to check if your answer satisfies the equation. So, alam natin na yung value ng x natin is 4. Is it true that 4 plus 3 is equal to 7? Okay, yes, tama. Alright, so, Tutor
So,
Tolen,
dapat
meron pa ba tayong another step to find?
yes, Tutor Mel. So these are the steps that they have to follow. Number one, you have to write the equation and then group similar terms in one side. And then the third one, perform the indicated operation. Then number four, simplify your answer. To check if your answer is correct, always check it by substituting the value of x to the original equation. So there is another example, right, Tutor Mel? Okay,
Yes.
so let's follow these steps, kids. Let's say we have b minus 4 is equal to 9. So the first step, you have to write down the equation. And then the second step, so we have b minus 4 is equal to 9. And then we group similar terms in one side. So lahat ng numbers, ilipat natin sa right side. That means from subtraction, magiging addition kasi we need to use the inverse operation. So b now is equal to 9 plus 4. Okay? So we will have b is equal to 13. So remember, when you transfer or move it on the left or right side of the equation, the operation changes. So from addition, magiging subtraction, and vice versa. And then from multiplication, then it will become division. Okay? And then the next one, the third step is to perform the indicated operation. So we now have addition. So 9 plus 4, we simplify it. The answer will be b is equal to 13. So after simplifying your answer, huwag niyong kakalimutan. Dapat lagi tayong mag-check by replacing the value of b, which is equal to 13. Sa original equation natin na b minus 4 is equal to 9. So if we change b to 13, we will have 13 minus 4 is equal to 9. So 13 minus 4 is equal to 9. Very good, kids. Since we know that they are equal, that means our answer is correct. Right, Tutor
Yes.
Mel?
Yes, napakadali lang, kids. All right. So you can use any of the models, either yung steps yung gagamitin nyo or yung first na step na tinuro natin, Tutor Tolen,
By
using models.
model, yan, by models or by following the steps.
Yes, correct. So this time, kids, tuturuan namin kayo how to solve simple equations involving more operations. Kasi kanina, one operation lang yung Tutor Tolin. This time, kids,
Yes.
correct. Yes, there will be two or more operations that will be involved.
So lahat na ng operations nandun na sa equation, right, Tutor Mel?
Yes, tama. Alright, so ano ba yung mga steps natin, Tutor Tolin?
So number 1, we have to write the equation. And then number 2, we have to combine the variable and the terms to make a single term to find the true value of the variable. And then step number 3, we have to solve and simplify. And number 4, always check your answer by substitution.
Yes, always check if it's the correct answer. All right. And kids, laging tandaan that algebraic equations, they actually contain variables or yung mga symbols or letters that stands for the unknown quantity or value. Kasi yun ang hinahanap natin, right? So kids, variables are often represented with letters like X, Y, or Z. But
So
you can use any letters in our alphabet. So instead of using X when multiplying, kids, let's just use quantity. All right. So it will not confuse you, okay? So yun ang gagamitin ninyo, Saya, Rosnell. Huwag kalimutan, instead of using X,
yes.
just use quantity.
O, kasi yung X or multiplication sa operation, gagamitin natin siya as variable.
Yes, like the first example. All right, so we have 2 times quantity x plus 6 is equal to 3x. All right, so kids, ano kayang gagawin natin dito una? First, kids, we have to write the equation. So 2 times quantity x plus 6 is equal to 3x. And then number 2, kids, we have to combine the variable and the terms to make a single term to find the true value of the variable. Now, in this example, kids, we have to multiply 2 to the equation to remove the parentheses. So 2 will be distributed to the one inside the parentheses. So 2 times x is equal to 2x. And then copy the operation plus, okay, let me go back.
Bubalik ka, Tutor Mel.
Oo nga.
Ayan.
Alright. Okay,
Ayan.
kids. So 2 times x is equal to 2x. And then copy the operation. This time we will be distributing 2. 2 times 6 is equal to 12. And then copy equals 3x. Okay, so we are actually distributing 2. We are continuing to multiply 2 to 6. Right? Kasi nasa loob siya ng quantity. We have to distribute 2. Okay. Now, this time, kids, we have to solve and simplify by combining like terms. Okay. In this equation, alam natin that 2x and 3x, they're actually similar terms. So, sila yung i-combine natin. But instead of transferring 3x on the left side, we will just transpose 2x to the right side so that we will have a positive value. Kasi kapag 3x yung i-transfer natin dun sa left side, magiging negative yung sign niya. Okay, so 3x will be transferred to the right side, it now becomes 12 is equal to 3x minus 2x. Right? And then simplify 3x minus 2x is equal to 1x, which is also equal to 12. Now, kids, if we have 1x, that is already understood that it has a constant value. So, of 1, all right? So, it can also be written as x is equal to 12. Okay? Now, kids, huwag kalimutan that you always have to check by substitution. Replace the value of n, hindi n, but replace the value of x, kasi x yung hinahanap natin dito, Tutor Tolan, again.
Yes.
Replace
Pwede
the
rin naman
value
ang
of
N.
x. Oo nga. In the original equation. So, our original equation is 2 times quantity x plus 6 is equal to 3x. So, alam natin that our x is equal to 12. So, 2 times the quantity of 12 plus 6 is equal to 3 times 12. Okay. So, kids, merong dalawang process dito. Pwede nyong i-add yung nasa quantity. So, 12 plus 6 is equal to 18. And then multiplying 18 with 2, that will be 36. And is equal to 3 times 12, 36 rin. So, ibig sabihin, yung value ng x natin, which is 12, is also 36. Now, Tutor Tolen, sabi natin kanina, di ba, we have to distribute 2. It's also the same, kids. If we will be distributing 2 in this quantity. So, if we will substitute our value of x to 12, okay, so 2, 2 distributed to x. So 2x plus 2 times 6, 12 is equal to 3x. So dito, if we are going to replace x with 12, 2 times 12 is 24, plus 12 is also 36. And 3 times 12 is also 36. So same lang, kids, if you are going to add what's inside the parentheses or if you are going to distribute.
Yes.
Okay.
That's correct, Tutor Mel. Alam
Yes.
kong kayang-kaya ng mga tuties natin yan kasi magagaling sila. Kaya let's have another example. Let's solve for the unknown value for this equation, which is 5n is equal to 2n plus 6. So step number 1, Tutor Mel, we have to write the equation. And then number 2, you have to combine the variable and the terms to make a single term to find the true value of the variable. When you transpose on the other side of the equation, you have to use the inverse operation. If it's positive, it will become negative. Or from plus or magiging minus na siya. So when we combine 5n and 2n, since both of them are called similar terms kasi pareho silang may n. So you will now have a new equation which is 5n minus 2n is equal to 6. So pag nagsosolve tayo ng mga equations natin with similar terms, kids, tandaan ninyo, yung mga numbers lang ang isusubtract ninyo or imumultiply ninyo. Tapos yung variable, kokopyahin nyo lang. So if we have
Yes.
5n minus 2n, you will have 3n is equal to 6. Okay? And since we are looking for the value of n, we have to divide the whole equation by 3. Kasi yung kasama nung n. So from multiplication, magiging division ang gagawin ninyo. So 3 divided by 3 is equal to 1 times n. So n na lang. So understood na natin yon na kapag n lang ang nakita ninyo, merong invisible 1 dyan.
Yes, correct.
And then we also divide 3 on the right side of the equation. So 6 divided by 3 is equal to 2. So, na-solve na natin, saka na-simplify na. Siyempre, yung number 4 step natin, mga kids, palagi tayong mag-check. Diba? I-check natin yung ating answer. Yan. So, if our n is equal to 2, okay, substitute it on the original equation. So, i-replace natin lahat ng n with 2. So, you will have 5 times 2 is equal to 2 times 2 plus 6. So, 5 times 2 is 10. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 6. Okay, so 10 is equal to 10. So, that means tama yung nakuha nating value of our n. Right, Tutor Mel?
Yes, napakadali lang, kids. As long as you follow the steps, kaya nyo yan.
Yes. Let's have another example, Tutor Mel.
Yes. This time, kids, let's solve 4n plus 5 is equal to 6n minus 7. Okay,
Yan.
so using or following the steps, we have to write the equation. 4n plus 5 is equal to 6n minus 7. And this time, we are going to combine the variable and the terms to make a single term to find the true value of the variable. So, dito kids, let's combine all the numbers at saka yung 4n and 6n, we are going to combine. Kasi sila lang yung mga may n. Right? So, if we are
Saka yung
going to
mga numbers.
Yes, if we are going to transfer minus 7 on the right side, so magiging plus 7 na siya. So 5 plus 7 is equal to 6n. Yung 4n naman natin, we are going to transfer it to the right side. So 6n minus 4n. And then, let's solve and simplify. Okay, so 5 plus 7 is equal to 12. And 6n minus 4n is equal to 2n. 12 is equal to 2n can also be written as 2n is equal to 12. Okay. So, equal lang yung equation, dalawang equation. Kids.
Yes.
Alright? Yes. And we have to, since n lang yung,
Simplify.
oo nga, since n lang yung hinahanap natin, we have to divide both sides by 2. So, 2 divided by 2 is equal to n. And 12 divided by 2 is equal to 6. So, the value of our n is equal to 6. And let's try to prove, kids, by substituting. Replace the value of n in the original equation. So, 4n plus 5 is equal to 6n minus 7. And then n is equal to 6. So 6 times 4 is equal to 24 plus 5 is equal to 29. And here on the right side, 6 times 6 is equal to 36 minus 7 is equal to 29. Since 29 is equal to 29, ibig sabihin that the value of our n, which is 6, is actually correct. Okay. Yes,
Mahaba lang
napakadali
yung
lang.
process, but if they will follow the step by step, madali lang mag-solve ng equations. Right, Tutor Mel?
Yes, tama, Tutor Tolen. So, huwag kalimutan. Right, so
Let's have a
always,
guided practice, right?
yes, always follow the steps, kids. So,
Yan.
number 1, ilang seconds ba yung ibibigay natin, Tutor Tolen?
Siyempre, bibigyan natin sila ng 30 seconds, Tutor Mel. So, the first one is 8a is equal to 2a plus 30. So, 30 seconds, kids, ang ibibigay namin for you to solve for the unknown value. 30 seconds?
Yes.
Yan. So, write your answer in our comment section. Hello sa mga students and faculty members from Talon Village National High School, especially kay Dura, to our principal, Sir Angelo D. Armas, our SDOLPC Superintendent, Dr. Joel Tito Recampo, CESO 6, our Math Education Supervisor, Dr. Gina Aguites. Yan. You can do it, kids!
Yes, you can do it.
So, the answer is, Tutor Mel?
Yes,
Yan, the answer
the value
is
of the value of a is equal to 5.
5.
Okay.
Yeah, very good. Send your
Yes,
hearts
very
and some
good.
love today in our comment section if you now love math and understood our lesson. Heart, heart,
Okay.
heart.
Yes, heart.
Happy emojis.
Okay. Now let's have number 2. Okay. Right. Number 2, solve for the unknown. 71 minus 5x is equal to 9x minus 13. Okay, so kids, you just have to group like terms, okay? So another 30 seconds.
30 seconds, kids.
Yes, hello sa lahat ng mga estudyante ko sa Babangguan Elementary School, to our school principal, Dr. Annalyn B. Malingin, our district supervisor, Mrs. Rebecca ETUlay, and our energetic and supportive SDS, Dr. Wilfreda T. Calos. Alright, sagot-sagot na. Rhea, Kyle, Giliana, Troy, Queen, Limar, Edith, Frank, Giovanni, King. Okay.
Yan.
Anong sagot dito, Tutor
So,
Tolan?
anong sagot? Siyempre, ang sagot dyan, Tutor Mel, ay the x is equal to 6. Ang galing nila, Tutor Mel. So, send your heart. Heart naman
Yes, ang
dyan.
gagaling ng mga kids. Very
Okay, and
good.
for our last example, let's have 4 times the quantity of y plus 6 is equal to 7y. So kids, 30 seconds again. Write your answer in our comment section. Hello kay si Trisha Mantong, a grade 6 Jego Silang, watching with her teacher advisor, Miss Ellen B. Estacaan of San Roque Central Elementary School, San Roque District, Davao City, Region 11.
Yes. Hi po and good morning. Sabi ni Sarah Morantal, a grade 5 SSES Pinaod Central School, San Ildefonso South, Bulacan, with her advisor, Ma'am Genter Jane. Hello, Sarah! Alright.
So ano sagot yan, Tutor Mel?
Yes, the value of our y is equal to 8. Oh, gagaling ng mga kids. Daming
your
nakakuha ng
hearts.
tamang sagot, Tutor Tolen. Very
Yes, ang
good.
galing-galing talaga nila. So congratulations, kids! At napakahusay at gagaling ninyo talaga. So let's congratulate also our student participant in our Gawako Postco activity.
Yes.
Sino ba sila, Tutor Mel?
Yes, Tutor Tolen. We would like to recognize your effort and time in doing so. So congratulations, everyone, especially Heavenly Heart Tanghian, grade 4 Peredo of San Roque Central Elementary School, Glessy Hahala of grade 5 science class of Babaguan Elementary School, Cassandra Bravo, grade 6 Mahogany of Gamo Central School. Wow!
And syempre, Tutor Mel, congratulations din kay Adrian Ray Rivera, grade 6 Pluto of San Pedro Villa Concepcion Elementary School, and ang kanyang kaklase na si Gerald R.B. Dula Cantor, grade 6 Pluto of San Pedro Villa Concepcion Elementary School. Congratulations, kids!
Congratulations, kids!
Thank you so much for your support and participation. Keep it up!
Yes, keep it up. Ang gagaling.
So for our next Gawako Postco for next week, Tutor Mel?
Yes. Tan-taran! Mel and Tolan planted 3 varieties of flowers in their garden, each day for 16 days. Now the question, kids, how many flowers did they plant in all? All right, so after solving the problem, all you have to do, kids, is to give your mother the best flowers that you have for being the best student of all time. Okay.
Siyempre, bigyan din nila ang kanilang mother ng flowers kasi sila ang best teacher. Di ba, Tutor
Oh.
Mel?
Oo nga, Tutor Tolen, yes.
Yan. Good luck sa iyong demonstration, teaching, Tutor Mel. Last
Oh,
stretch na for this school year.
Oo nga, Tutor Tolen. Yes, isang quarter na lang and we are ready with our face-to-face classes. And yeah, we are going to survive.
Yeah, so don't forget, kids, DepEd ETUlay and tutors, as plus you multiplied by your smile minus the drama, a fraction of your heart. We will be able to solve problems because we make the perfect equation. Kids, remember to give your 101% for whatever you do and always do it with your whole heart and a smile. Yan, Tutor Mel.
Yes, with our Lord's guidance and divine providence, maitulay natin ang pagkatuto ng mga bata kahit nasa kanilang mga bahay tayo. So mga kids, magkita-kita tayo every Wednesday, 10:30 to 11 a.m. for our grade 4 to grade 6 math remediation program. You may catch us live and has a replay in our Facebook pages, DepEd ETUlay, DepEd EdTech Unit, and DepEd Tayo. Also in our YouTube channels, DepEd Philippines, DepEd EdTech Unit, and DepEd TV.
Syempre, gusto rin natin malaman ng kanilang mga feedback at suggestions or comments. Kaya mga kids, parents, guardians, scan this QR code for your ETUlay feedback experience or on your web browser, type https://tinyurl.com/ETUlay feedback form.
Yes, scan
Don't
na.
hesitate to send your feedback. Kaya mga kids, bilis lang ang araw, kaya halina't mat-aral, matuto, at mat-enjoy.
Daghang salamat sa pag-tune in at panunood ng aming episode this week. Kami ang inyong math sayahing tutors every Wednesday, 10:30 to 11 a.m. Up next, storytelling K-3 nila Tutor Romary and Tutor Julius Beth. Muli, ako si Tutor Mel.
At ako naman po, si Tutor Tolen. As we always say,
Hashtag
happy lang always. Bye, kids!
Goodbye, kids!
Ang husay naman! Natapos mo ang iyong tutorial session kasama ang iyong mahusay na ETUlay tutor. May bago ka bang natutuhan? I-share na yan gamit ang hashtag ETUlay Level Up. Huwag aalis ha dahil may susunod pang programa na pwede mo ring panoorin at salihan dahil naghihintay na ang iyong mga tutors. Happy learning dito sa ETUlay!